Welcome back to Sicarius Dracus Plays Prehistoric Planet Pack number 12. And we are continuing on our journey with geotuning the saltwater geyser here to give us extreme amounts of power and give us a bunch of water so that we can turn it into oxygen. Oxygen is now included. Yay! I want to make a small modification to this. And the first thing I want to do is I want to pressurize the steam in here and move all of these steam turbines down a bit so that this is its own room, and then we take out the steam so that this never misses a beat. Currently, these are probably going to over pressurize this tank. So basically, instead of having a smart battery controlling them, what's controlling them is this tank filling up. So once this tank gets full, as we'll see, it definitely will. And our electrolyzers are drinking the water as fast as they possibly can. So everything is based on this tank. You'll see that these will start over stifling themselves. So what I want to do is I want to make a door compressor and compress this steam this way so that this never misses a beat. And we will have infinite steam forever. Devin is stressed. His stress is going up. Let's take a look at why. Oh, he keeps getting stung by nits and has soggy feet. It might be worth putting an atmosuit or two in here now that we have the time for it. A dock right here, and then they can come this way and be equidistant. I think it's kind of time to set one of those up now that we have all the stuff for it. I don't think 3 is going to be that necessary. We'll have them do this. You also need to power it, of course. Also need to oxygenate it, which I bet is going to show us another problem. I just had a feeling that this was not going to be pressurized, so we're probably having problems here keeping all these docks full. All right, well, that's the next problem. And one other thing will help this room a lot is if we put a deodorizer in here. Everything there, 9. Very important. Okay, so let's trace this ventilation and see why we're not having a pressurized pipe here. La 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 la. Well, everything in the base is pressurized off of this one line, and it's not even getting full bars. So we're not even fully, because we're also using these set of suits here. So I think the answer is which one isn't moving enough. This one isn't, but at this point, this full, right? No, we're gonna put the gas bridge here and bridge this on like that. That way, if this fills up, this will have a way to keep this line pressurized with stuff. I know we're losing a lot of oxygen just to the atmosphere here. Okay, well, looks like we got a printing pod. A megaphron spore sounds fun. Cool. We haven't done any research. We should probably just start crunching out the research as much as we can right now. We might need that. Plastic we don't have very much of. This is window tiles. That one's great. Research complete. All right, Devin's stress is going down. Suit. We don't have a suit forge. Time for a suit forge. Is there anything in here else that we could possibly build that we want to have? Oh, did I make that a steel? No. It looks like we're running out of professional nickel, of refined nickel. So we need to go over here to our refinery and find out what's going on. Why can't you? You're waiting for iron and steel. Okay. Let's set you to forever. There. Great. We got tons of this. Might as well put some of that in there too. This is 135 right now. So we can see that this is chewing through the heat here. Looks like it's cooling down a bit. Very cool. It is definitely warm all over my base, for sure. These can probably get removed. They're just heat producers themselves. Ah, yes, we need to fix this. Above 1,000. This will pour into there. Were we able to generate? Yep, got the gas range. Great. It almost feels like it could go right here, where the spice grinder is. So many 9 things that I just feel like I want to priority everything 5 again to fix some of these 9 priority ones. Where's that egg? Egg is right there. Okay. Where were you recovering your breath from? Also, we can mop this one piece of gunk up here. And let's take a look at this power converter here. Okay, so if we can find a different way for this to be powered, we can move this away here, away this large power transformer, and then possibly, I don't know, refinery. It's in a weird spot, but it's doing the trick. Oh, I need to mop these up. Ah, see, it's stifling because we don't need the water. It's up to 47 kilograms of steam. Yeah, and then all that salt gets carried right here. So, oh, we need to fix this. This probably should be above. This can get deconstructed here. I still think that we should move this stuff down here and set it up so that it is more of a battery and less of a here. You can just go ahead and you can't be let through here because you're cleaning. Yeah. Even if we move all these down 4, that'll just be enough for one door to show up here. Yeah, you still cleaning in here? Here, I'm gonna help you with this. We can deconstruct this here, and then you can keep working on this. And then we can do all standard here, so you can get that stuff in here. Devin keeps stressing still. We need some suits. Okay. We need to get another Rex in here. Flox's one Rex. Here we have a Rex here that we can just grab. Relocate this Rex. I'm gonna put this guy in here. That way we can start shearing 2 of them. This Rex egg is incubating. I didn't power this, so they're doing their own natural incubation. I just don't think that we need to do that. We need to put power to them. How does power generation work without this? Well, we're doing great on power, honestly. Now that these are running. Okay, we deconstructed that. So let's make a seal. Yay, cool. Whoa, you can make a window tile out of amber? That's news. Is it different color? Amber window tile. How cool is that? No decor bonus. Nope, doesn't seem like it has a decor bonus. Oh, 5? 5. It's not glass, but glass I think is 100, right? Nope, just 5. All right, let's work this out. We're gonna make a double insulated entrance into this room here, so that we can go and make a box for this, a compressor for this stuff. And then I guess this can just be a room in here, just fine, perfectly. And then if we put gunk right here, it'll flow into both of these pockets, and that will that'll be a liquid seal. And then for a gas pump, we can just pump gas. We'll just pump it out right here. That'll let us up into here, and then we can open the door here and have a ladder here. The automation for this is going to look a bit like we need a Atmos sensor. And a timer sensor. Oh, it steel's fine. And then we need an AND gate. Probably 2 buffer gates here and a filter gate. We run this into the AND gate so that we have both the atmo pressure that we need. So don't run it if this is a low, and then the cycle sensor to make sure that it's going to put pulses into this, and then these are going to get their own pulses. And then we're going to go into that first door just like that, and then this is the second door, and then this is the third door. Simple. We can make this out of iron. Who cares? That way we have 2 extra. If I build the insulation like this, we have 2 extra steam inputs that we can input later on down the way. Yeah, see, it's cooling off. It's cooling off. So we want to pressurize it with all that heat in it still. Okay, so this will be for our doors right here, and then we'll go through the timings and as soon as it gets built. Sun lamp, arrow pot. Yay, lots of glass stuff. Anywhere where we can put some happiness. Nope, you're good. There's nothing I can do here. These are lame. Could probably put a whole bunch of them right here. There any rooms that could appreciate this stuff? Yep, absolutely there is. We need to expand on our Great Hall. There you go. Okay, choose a blueprint. Some glass. Ooh, glass is great. We could double the amount of glass we got. I don't really think we need a Burt could be good. I think glass is fine for now. Okay, they've gotten close. So now we need some gunk in here. We'll get this going real quick. This is claiming it's in a vacuum, so now we have a vacuum right here. That's perfect. All right, let's get in here. Because there's salt water here, we're going to have a transfer of heat between these 3 tiles right here. See how we have all three tiles like that. And also, we created ourselves a carbon dioxide trap. Sweet. They gotta do multiple pieces of work here. Also gonna deconstruct those. I think we can deconstruct just all of them and come at it again. I could probably even make it closer. So you saw the pattern here, right? That's the blueprint. You could probably make it even closer by putting it right here and then having that pressurization there. I think our first door has to be right here. Okay, so I'll flip it around. We'll have our mechanized doors right here. 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop, boop. We need a place for that plate to go. So the Atmos sensor is going to go here. Timer sensor can go here. Well, I'm gonna put it down here because the AND gate is gonna be here, basically. Oh, that's too tight. I need a buffer. I want the buffer to be right here. Okay, it has to go all the way down this far. Like this. Doop, doop. And then our 2 buffers. And then a filter. And there's 2 ways to do this. If you leave these guys unpowered, or if you choose to leave these unpowered, the timing is different than whether you power it or not. So we're going to power it up so that it completes as fast as it possibly can. Have them rebuild these steam turbines here. Real quick, check my automation here. And into buffer gates, these are gonna get the first one. This one gets the second one, and then that one gets the third one. Great. Build that when you can. That'll get our power back and running. Give us a little bit more breathing room on this front area here. For which to maybe we could put in our refinery to heat up the steam. Like maybe our refinery is down here instead of up here. Although this one's just gonna pump out metal forever. Not really worried. While this is going, they're gonna work on this real quick for me. Research is complete. We got some art. We got this guy. He looks like he just ate and he's shorn. They're both shorn. That's very nice. Looks like we only have 2 dartles, 3, 4 dartles in here. The critter feeder is definitely feeding them at a great rate. And we got our puffed. What are you guys doing in here? Relocate this guy to here. And Krabby, you need to be on the same level as this thing so you can make us some sand. Or at least slow the descent of our polluted dirt to sand ratio. Is this needing another? We're gonna put another wheeze wart in right here. There it goes. Research. Let's start doing that research. We just need to do them all now at this point. Learn marble block and the fossil blocks. So we need some fossil. So let's get some fossil. We need to turn off crunching fossil. Fossil to lime? No, not for right now. Great, cool. There's a whole bunch of it right here. I believe there was some more in here too. Additionally, we got a bunch of it right here that you could excavate. Unreachable. Yep. So we could get all this stuff excavated here, and that'll be a ton of fossil for us. Yay! Still need suits. Priority 9 those suits, please. What's going on with our bathrooms? Also I'm trying to suck out the gas or the oxygen out of here. Whoops. That needs to go right here. Someone made a mess. Oh, yes. Yes. You definitely made a mess. Get out of there, you kids. We also need to build that piece right there, and we did not make a way to build that piece. So down, over, up. Great. Just want them to drain these so that this stops touching. I'm really worried about these touching. Okay, well, that's not wonderful. That's what this is the color I'm looking for. I just want this one bit of water removed. Now they have the way up. That's what I'm looking for. Great. Now nothing's going to touch up here. What happened to our carbon dioxide? Probably got eated. Can you guys get these? 1, 2, 3, 4. They should be able to get them. New printables are available. Some curative packets. Ooh. All right, timer for this. We're going to power these things because obviously this is for power. So I want it on for 2 seconds and I want it off for 8 seconds for a 10 second loop. Okay, and now we need to do our doors. So the middle door here, this one is just going to be 2 seconds. Our middle door here, we want to enabled for a little bit longer than that. Can we get my automation screen here? There we go. So we got that, right? So my middle door, can we get to that buffer gate? Buffer gate. We're going to do 5 seconds. And then this one's going to be 9 seconds. And this one's going to be 10 seconds. Am I pushing it the right way? Nope, pushing it the right way. Why are you too long? Da, 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 da. 8 seconds. Is it even connected? It should be 10 seconds. Oh, my silliness. My math was wrong. It's 4 seconds. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Sorry, everybody. Math was off. All right. So now let's get some power going on here. So now we're pushing kilograms into here from here. It is not geotuned, so we're pouring water into here. But that's okay because this temperature right here is this is going to act as kind of a temperature buffer and help us keep our temperatures high. Although if this gets too cold, it'll all just turn into water. Someone perished. May perished because the door got locked. I should have seen the polluted water. Don't leave your kids around radiation. That's for sure. These are claiming that they're not in a room anymore. So we need to make this room happen again. This is complaining about not enough bleach stone. And honestly, we don't have enough bleach stone here. We need more dartles making bleach stone. This just needs to be colder. I think it's pretty cold, but I think it needs to be a colder room. As soon as this starts doing its thing in 2 cycles, it's going to warm up this room. Now we can make all kinds of food. So frost burgers, we should have everything we need for frost burgers. We are missing grub fruit, so we can't make mixed berry pie. We're missing tofu. We can make mushroom quiches. We haven't made any mushrooms because we don't have slime. Here's pepper bread, sure. Surf and turf, great. Mushroom wrap, that's good. No, we're not going to do any of that. Great. So he'll make these foods too. Devin, why are you so stressed? Is it just too hot to work here? What's going on, buddy? Low oxygen, low morale, toasty, soggy feet. Where are you going that's getting you soggy feet? Because you're picking up phosphorite? And then I have a fix for this. Is we just put a mesh tile right here, and that'll fill that up. Soda fountain requires water and carbon dioxide. This is a perfect tool for easy peasy buffs, like half cycle buffs for our duplicants. We have a lot of space down here, and I think that I want to move the food storage down here, or like I want to move our great hall down here is what I really want to do. And we have some beds up here. I think we are these all assigned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unassigned. Can we mop this up? Question, can I auto sweeper this? I think auto sweepers can only do metals, right? I mean, maybe. It's too hot. It's too hot. Let's see. These have gunk in them. It's quite hard to make. Temperature is below the needed amount of temperature. It was because we're heating up these insulated tiles, I'm guessing. Them not getting powered is really bad. And this can't erupt. This can't erupt cold. This has to erupt hot. No bleach stone, though. This is not going to give us bleach stone, so I don't really know what I'm sitting here checking this out for. And then also this does not appear to want to give me water. This won't feed this. So if it does, will it if I empty it? Nope, it won't. Also, where am I getting all that gunk from? Mill millet for food. These guys are just kind of mid. They're not strong, and I don't necessarily have a reason for them. Dude. No O2 in them. Gas pipe is very, very empty, trying to feed all the dupes. Yep. I bet you're wondering why I did that. I have no idea. Yeah, it wants. It's gonna need a a gas bridge setup like this. There, that will help pressurize it a bit. Really, this line should be feeding the base. And this line should be feeding our other things. So I'm okay with changing this over. We'll give this a changeover. I made this line and I'm like, I don't want it. I don't need it. We're gonna just go straight down and then in here. And then up here. And then cut that. And then cut that. There we go. Notice I don't have very many in the way of line feeds here. I'm not really pressurizing anything on these levels. Espresso machine. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about just a minute ago. Why do we keep getting some brine? I bet brine's melting. Back here we got a bunch of beds. When they wake up, we're gonna take out their beds and we're gonna fix this so that it's better for them. We don't have very much in the way of gold. The Bleach Stone hopper is going to use salt. Oh, salt and gold? It uses salt and gold? Oh, well, that's something I totally forgot. I could have sworn it used Bleach Stone. All right, so let's toss the maker in here. 400 is going to overpower it no matter what I want to say. So we need to set up another like large transformer here, and this spot is as good as any to set one up. And then wire up through here. And then we'll just have this whole base wired through this transformer. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, they wake up from here. So let's deconstruct this and make this into a bedroom, or I'm sorry, a grand hall. Where are they gonna sleep? I didn't think about where they're gonna sleep. Guess I could take this apart. Here's room for bedrooms right here. That's actually just fine. Oh. And then we'll just make it straight across. It gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then we can remove these and start to use... Remove these. Oh, actually, we could let's keep them. Let's keep them for now. And then we'll put a block right here so they can grab food diagonally out of here. So it's 93 tiles. We need to close this room off right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we can take these apart. Now what are you looking at? We can put a bed. We can put a bed back right here, just in case we need a bed. Forever. I'm gonna. Oh, can this even hit? I think I built this one wrong. However, uh, 2 storage bins. We're gonna deconstruct this one right here and move it over one so that it can hold the hopper. This is gonna deliver bleach stone to our. This is going to deliver bleach stone to these guys here, and it's also going to fill up these things here. This says unreachable. Okay, we're back to reachable. New printables are available. Sweet. Ooh, big dig dupes. I'm looking for athletics dupes right now. Apologies. Okay, next thing we need to do is not ignore our space program here. I just thought of a really quick way of getting into here. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to deconstruct not the liquid pipe. Okay, great. We're going to deconstruct some stuff here and put a water pipe in, or pump in here, and then we'll just have the water pump boil itself. They can't get in here no matter how much I want them to. And I'll need to deconstruct that one as well, so that I can put in the water pipe. And it's looking like it's getting wrong element damage. So what do we got? All this flavor of oxygen coming in here. What is going on? Empty pipe. Empty pipe because this has no water in it. It has no water because we are not pumping any water because we don't have any water being pumped. So we need to add in a liquid pump again. Get that pumping. Because this steam is too cold. It's chilled off this area quite nicely. Well, eventually the base will start to chill down. No oxygen. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to room this off so that we can put in we can tune them. something like that. Oh man. Come on, this one piece. See, this is drinking. This has a lot of water in it, so maybe we should be. Oh, look at the water is getting ready to boil. Can you fix this? Um, I am definitely going to set up an Atmo and a gas element sensor. To an AND gate here. Do I have the space for it? I don't think I can reach up there. Sure, why not? Yep. I think that one must be built over here. So we're going to do it there. And then this is going to get lined up here. Oh, this is all steel. I don't want this running if it isn't a good enough pressure and... Yeah. We deconstructed our method of getting up here. There's a lot of carbon dioxide right here. There's suits, so maybe we deconstruct right here and allow them to get up through here. That'll be, and that's where the carbon dioxide should be falling to. Can't get there. Can get here. Really? And then eventually we'll move once we drain this out, we're gonna move this pump right here, and it'll drink this up here, and then we can send it through. Up in all able to do all the things. 87 Devin, bro. Devin, we have to scrub you. Scrubber. Come get scrubbed, buddy. Unreachable because no oxygen. So we're gonna put salt in here. To the tune of like 5 tons of this stuff. And then gold, whatever we can put in here, we'll put in here. A duplicant can carry 2k at max, so 2k is good. That'll keep that running. Ooh. Scrub that, Devin. He be stressing. All right, let's take a look at Devin real quick. So now that you're fresh and clean, what are your favorite things to do? You're very strong and you're very athletic, so you're going to carry stuff around. That's all you're going to do. That's it. I'm fine with this. Welcome back. You should have less stress now. Now that you're not cooking. I think you were cooking before. Do we have somebody with Masterworks decorating? I think Bonnie had it, right? There you go, buddy. Go to town. Go make pretty art everywhere. We absolutely need it. So, this needs to be oxygen. Huzzah. At a temperature of like 650. It doesn't have to be high. Mm. Mm. Checking my outputs, just making sure everything, like if I'm seeing carbon building up anywhere, I want to try and get rid of it, right? Just no carbon sinks where we don't want them. Hey, look, another printing pod. We're already there. Joya is great. Whoa. 17. Lyra is our new shipper. She can run anywhere, do anything. She can carry it all. Welcome to the base, Lyra. Do we have a bed for her? It looks like we only have 17 beds, so we need to get some beds in here. I think this plant, it's time for this plant to grow, or to go. We need to empty the storage because apparently we have too much gunk in here. Somehow we are letting gunk in through this. We're also not letting ourselves generate any more water. My guess is that they're going to the boops are going to the bathroom in here. Because I don't see anything going on right here. Need some more bedrooms. Yeah, I guess we just make them one up and then we extend this room on. All right, let's fix this. Makes this into a room and get some new duplicants in here. Place is complaining of pressure, and I agree. Here is where we should need to put a pipe. And we're not going to put a gas pump pipe right here either. We're going to deconstruct that one. Need to make sure that I put a side pipe to it. All right. These two are doing the same work, so this one needs to... We're going to deconstruct this one too. All right. Why are we not tuning these? Here, you can come in here. We'll have Bleach Stone in here or something. I don't know. Why are you grabbing the phosphorite out of here? I don't know. It seems... Because you're trying to make phosphorite using this? Okay. I think we've pressurized this enough natural gas that we don't need to add any more here. This erupted, I believe. These are filled up. Maybe we put the geotuners right here. Of course, I would forget power, wouldn't I? Yep. Bleach Stone it is. Why aren't you feeding these three? Because there's bleach stone right here. You want... Oh, brine ice. Right. Right. And right now it's all liquid. Yep. One tune. Yep. Oh, and meteor showers. Oh, nice. Oh, we wanted steam? We got steam. Unintentionally. What? Well, hold on to that for just a second while this does its thing. Oh, you go. You go, baby. Hot, hot, hot. All right, we got a pretty hot right now, and this is gonna just drink this up. What are we looking at here? Let's overlay it real quick. Plenty. These are really hot. These probably become real suits. Hot regolith. Just drop it right in the good spot. Anyway, the point of this room here is to give us a liquid pump, and we're gonna make that liquid pump out of gold amalgam here. And then we're gonna pump the output of this. We're just gonna drink and put it back, drink and put it back, and this is gonna warm it up. I need to have power here. Five tiles of that's enough to get into space and do the research that we need to do. Where is that pot? Okay, so now we see that it's this whole space right here is hot. See, deconstruct this. Yeah, they're just gonna have to suffer for a second. Harold, you're too hot. Next episode, Atmo suits. And maybe bring this back into a nice area. Pipe block. Because this needs to be upside down. Huh? Uh-oh. Somehow we disabled it. Oh, right. Okay. We don't necessarily care. This is going to make us some heated water. Quite a bit of it. In the next episode, we're going to go into this solo spacefarer nose cone, and we are going to generate ourselves as much plastic as we possibly can. We actually have the thing to be able to use the solo cone, but we don't have the research, I believe, to be able to use the solo nose cone, which is way over here. That's a pretty far ask. It'd be really easy to actually ask for the storage tile. And solid cargo bay. The solid cargo bay could get us gold. Remember, we are going to need all three of these. So 250. That's going to be pretty difficult. Meanwhile, in here, we haven't even printed haven't even made ourselves the virtual planetarium station, and this needs to be put somewhere. Put somewhere where we can do research on that. So we'll build that at the very end. No big deal. We'll leave it for later. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to do the blueprints. I don't see anybody. Strength, construction, mill it. All right, thanks for joining me on this episode. It was interesting trying to get this to work and then finding out, well, if you don't geotune it, it doesn't work. But it was also neat to see the bubbly effect of hot water. This is ready to pop off and become a bunch of steam as soon as we get this thing geotuned properly. It's weird how it's on and off at the same time. Maybe it's just because we're losing power. 3, they need bleach stone. They all just need bleach stone. So this makes teeny tiny amounts. Thank you for joining me. This has been Sicarius Dragus Plays. And next time, space. Yay! Bye.